In a previous video, I demonstrated the main concepts of ponder.wiki by creating a ponder to explore the claim that the Earth is flat. At the end of that video, I mentioned that you can reuse claims to avoid duplicating effort and wasting time. In this video, I'll show how that is done. Let's continue from where we left off in the previous video. In that video, we saw that the topic claim was not well supported by the for argument we created. But an important point to note is that no matter how weak an argument for a claim is, it will never count against a claim's score. Even a perfectly weak argument with a score of 0 will not have a negative impact on the score of a claim. In this case, I've rated the claim probably false, which gives it a score of 25. As more people come and rate this claim, the score will gradually become an average of their ratings, and the arguments won't have any impact on the claim's score until there's an argument with a score of greater than 0. If we want to argue against a claim, we have to construct an argument to prove the claim is not true. It is not enough to prove that the arguments for the claim are weak. So let's create a new argument against this claim. I'll title it Globe Theory. Our first claim will be that globe theory is true. And our second claim will be that globe theory conflicts with the flat earth theory. I think the globe theory argument is valid because the premise claims of the argument prove the topic claim is false. So I'll rate the argument valid. I also think the argument is sound because I think these claims are correct. So I'm going to mark them as probably true. To clarify things, let's use the defined term actually. To make this argument even stronger, we could add some support to our claim that globe theory is true. And actually, we've already done some work on that. For the opposite claim, that globe theory is false, we created the photographic evidence argument. You'll notice that both of the arguments for and against the globe theory is false claim are relevant to our globe theory is true claim. It's just that they're reversed. For our new claim, photographic evidence will now be a for argument, and the Bedford experiment would be an against argument. But we don't want to reproduce all the time and effort we spent making these arguments. So let's just drag this claim into our new argument. If you hold down Shift while you drag, it will copy the claim instead of deleting it from the old argument and putting it in the new argument. And because we've just dropped this identical claim into our new argument, we won't need this one. So let's open up the claim we just dropped into our new argument. You can see it also has the photographic evidence and the Bedford experiment, just like it does up there. And if we keep opening them, it has all of the same tree underneath it. If we close these, it'll be easy to see that they're both the same. And if we make a change down here, it's instantly reflected up there. It is in fact the same claim. Their content is synchronized on the screen so that any changes to one will show up as changes to the other. Of course, there's one minor problem. In this argument, we wanted to claim that the globe theory is true, but we've just copied in a claim that it says it's false. To make it say that it's true, we need to click the negation button. Now it says it is not true that the globe theory is false, meaning that the globe theory is true. You'll notice that in addition to this red banner alerting you to the fact that the claim is being used in its negated sense, there have also been other changes. The arguments that used to be for the claim are now against the claim, and the arguments that used to be against the claim are now for the claim. Furthermore, the claim now has a score of 100 instead of a score of 0. And finally, my own rating, which used to be probably false, is now probably true. That's because these two claims are opposite sides of the same coin. Arguments that globe theory are true are actually arguments that globe theory is not false. By reusing the globe theory is false claim to represent that globe theory is true, we can collect all the arguments for and against globe theory into a single place. And this claim can be used anywhere on the ponder.wiki website. It is not restricted just to this one ponder that we've built. It's worth pausing to consider this because it's actually a really powerful feature of ponder.wiki. If you've had lots of arguments in your life, you've probably experienced that there are certain claims that come up over and over again in many different contexts. For instance, if you were arguing about the best public policy, you may see the claim that we should choose the policy that maximizes utility come up in many different contexts. Rather than rehash that claim in every ponder about each issue, we can instead create a single claim which can be reused across the entire site, collecting and benefiting from the arguments used in all of the ponders that use that claim. If you wanted to reuse this claim from a different ponder where it wasn't already on your screen to drag and drop it, it's actually easy to do. First, created claim, then start typing the content of the claim. The system will suggest similar claims here to be inserted. Click on it to insert. Then you decide if you want to use the claim in the positive or negative sense, and click on the negation button accordingly. You'll notice that our against argument has a strong score and has substantially reduced the score of the topic claim that the Earth is flat from 25 all the way down to 2. Alright, that concludes this video on how to reuse claims in ponder.wiki. Thanks for watching.